What up, YouTube? This your boy Open Mind. Got something on my heart I want to convey to the people who may come across this video and may probably even agree with the things I'm about to say. And I'm going to try to make it as brief as possible because I really have not sat down and listened to the entirety of a lot of these people's videos whose names I'm going to mention. So I don't have an in-depth perspective on it. I just have like a bird's eye view, from a distance perspective. So I might jump around. I might omit some things, and those things that I omit is just the things that I haven't heard or don't know about because I did not actually take the time and listen to these videos entirely. I just watched a few clips. I caught a few clips from both sides, and the little 2 or 3 minute clips or 2 or 3 minutes that I did listen to after shutting it off or getting distracted with some other things, I just came to this conclusion, and I think it's safe for me to come to this conclusion without really listening to everybody's full video, because here's the thing. You got Yvette Carnell at Tone Talks, Jason Black, Professor Black Truth, just those 4 names to start off with. And then you got the rest of the Hotep Black community. You got the ADOS community. You got Young Pharaoh. You got, there's a lot of names like I said, it's just so many. It's so many people. Even Tariq Nasheed. There's so many Black YouTube spaces who got a pretty decent following in their own right. It's like the pattern that I see is the same that I see in my own Black family blood kins, is that niggas don't get along. I guess I'm not going to try to dissect what the problem is, because there is no one problem or one issue with all of these people who I just named, and then others who aren't named but are still involved. Everybody wants to be the head Negro in charge. There's the ego says, I want to be the smartest of us as Blacks. I want to be the most charismatic, the most whatever. Take your adjective, most, and then put the aspiration next to the adjective. The most whatever the fuck, right? Because that's your ego talking. Then y'all start attacking each other. Attacking each other's credibility, attacking each other's personal life, putting personal business information onto the internet for the audience to know about, knowing that the audience is going to feed into that drama and bullshit. You know that they're going to actually love that more than whatever y'all arguing about. And in the midst of all of this bullshit, the general public who are actually y'all's supporters, who donate to y'all's channels, all of the names I just mentioned and names who I didn't mention, who I just don't know right now or just forgot to say, who also are involved in this whole big fucking thing that it is. Y'all all have a following, and that following donates to your channel based off the content that you give to your following. And if you giving your following bullshit like this, y'all part of the problem that y'all talking about on y'all channel. All of the names that I just mentioned. You speak on problems on your channel. The problems within America, the white man this and the white man that, right? Whether we're old as Black people, our Black history, each one of y'all got your own take and your own, backgrounds and perspectives, and how y'all articulate it differently. But at the end of the day, when all of y'all engage in this bullshit, we all look like niggas. Ignorant fucking niggas at the end of the day. It's like all your intelligence goes out the window. Everything you've ever accomplished goes out the window. All the good you may have done for your community goes out the window because here you are participating in bullshit. One would say, well, everybody argues. There's problems in all communities. I'm not talking about all communities. I'm talking about Black folks. Because I'm not concerned about how other communities conduct themselves. white folks, Mexicans, Asians. Well, the white people do it this way, and the Asians do it that way, and the Mexicans do it that way. I'm not worried about them. How the fuck are we acting? Because the one thing I like to do is self. I like to get self right before I point my finger at anybody. Before I invoke the name of another motherfucker and try to check them about what the fuck they need to be doing right, you got to get self right first. And when I say self, I'm embodying the whole black community. Whether you got a cousin or an auntie that you can't get along with, every time y'all come around, y'all arguing on some bullshit, mess, drama, bullshit. Okay, all y'all doing is just letting it play out on YouTube. Here's the thing. Let me speak from the perspective of a subscriber. Yeah, I got my own little channel. It's not as big as y'all's. So let's just put me into the box of I'm the audience. I'm y'all's audience. All of the names that I just mentioned and the names I didn't mention, I'm probably subscribed to y'all too, and I just didn't mention your name. As I come to your channel to click on your video, hoping to get some content, you start talking on that mic, and what's coming out of your mouth is drama, messiness, pettiness, attacks, and bullshit against another black person. You go to the other black person's channel whose name you tagged, so you got to get the other side of the story, see what they say. They doing the same shit you doing. So when you look back from a bird's eye view, like a parent, being the adult in the room, I would make myself the adult in the room and say, y'all all acting goddamn childish. Just because you use big words and you sound articulate on your microphone when you're addressing something does not make you any less childish or immature or petty. It's because you choose to use big words or intelligent words and you enunciate properly and you articulate yourself right and you sound very educated does not make you less childish. It doesn't. Because of what you're saying out of your mouth is an attack on somebody that look like you. All because y'all disagree on a certain thing, but y'all agree here and there. So the disagreement causes you to attack each other. Y'all ain't no fucking different than the bigoted white people that y'all talk about on y'all channels. On one hand, the white man is racist, the white man is a white supremacist, and a white nationalist, and white and all that shit y'all be talking on y'all channels, right? But then y'all participate in the degradation of each other on your channels. This goes beyond rap music videos with girls shaking their asses. This is how we talk to and treat each other in the event of a disagreement or different in perspective. We are allowed to have different perspectives, black people. There is no law or rule nowhere that says I have to agree with you because we both the same color. We have to get along with each other. Wisdom is getting along. That's what wisdom really means. You can look at the dictionary and maybe get a different definition. But the act of wisdom, not the definition, the act of wisdom is getting along. Wisdom has a word definition and an action definition. So the action definition of wisdom is getting along. And getting along is action. Getting along is not just a phrase, it is what you do. You get along. You disagree, but y'all still can get on each other's channels or come on each other's video comments and have a disagreement, but yet still support each other. Because here's what y'all don't understand. All the names I mentioned and names I didn't mention who are involved. The same white nationalists, white supremacists, white people that y'all talk about in y'all channel, listen to y'all channel, and then they laugh at y'all and see that you talking crazy about me, but look at how y'all acting, look how y'all treating each other. How you expect to be taken seriously, how we expect to really change, how we expect to get anything done, or even have the trust of your audience that what you're saying out your mouth is correct when you carry yourself childish like you do. I honestly don't give a fuck about why Tone Talks and Yvette and Jason Black and Professor Black Truth and all y'all going at it. I don't even care what stemmed it, what sparked it. I don't care. Because all of y'all are intelligent people. Y'all not young teenagers. Y'all some old motherfuckers. All of y'all in y'all late 30s and going into probably in your mid 40s and 50s. Y'all are not young people. The names I mentioned. Y'all are not in y'all 20s, and y'all probably not in your damn 30s either. And if you are, it's late 30s. So all I'm telling y'all is this. From a viewer's perspective, I'm a subscriber. I'm the one who listening to the shit y'all say on this microphone. I'm the motherfucker who subscribed to y'all's channels and shit, listening to shit y'all saying. You can't have it both ways. You can't one-on-one be for black power and on the other hand destroy another black person just because y'all don't agree on some ideologies. Minus the Umar Johnsons of the world. Because he gets, it's okay to destroy his ass because he's actually robbing the community. So I don't count people like him in the event somebody listen to me and say, well, what about Umar Johnson? So there's your answer right there. What about Umar Johnson? Fuck Umar Johnson. He's robbing the community. He's actually the example of what I'm talking about. You can't, on one hand, say I'm for black people and then rob your people. So as it applies to y'all, y'all can't say one hand, black power, black this, black that, black, but then when y'all get around each other, black people, y'all destroy each other. It's almost like y'all trying to systematically tear each other's channels down, destroy each other's credibility, attacking each other's followers, and we all black. It's how we acting. Just telling y'all what I see. I don't really know all of the details of the beef between the names that I mentioned. I don't know, and I don't care to try to know. I'm not going to do any research trying to figure out where all of this shit started. I don't care. I'm just telling y'all acting just like every other black person that I've grew up with in my own family. Black friends that I've had, black co-workers, and just black people. Y'all acting like niggas. Y'all not acting like black people. The names I mentioned. Y'all acting like niggas. Even if you're an articulate, smart person who doesn't use ebonics when you talk, you speak properly, even you acting like a goddamn nigga. You just a smart nigga. You an articulate nigga. You don't speak slang. You actually say the ing words. You still acting like a goddamn nigga. And this your boy Open Mind, dropping the truth bombs on all of this shit that's taking place in black YouTube. Creator bless y'all. Get money. Deuces.